Hello and welcome to pdfsupply.com. Today we're going to be testing a BBD110 Genius block. I have part number here, IC660BBD110. This is a 16-point input discrete block, 115 volt AC. Okay. What we're going to do today is we're going to test the functions and features of the block. First one is, of course, the monitor, the handheld monitor. I have here part number IC660HHM501. We want to make sure that this monitor, or programmer if you will, is able to communicate with the Genius block. Then second thing is the serial connection, 1 and 2, shield in and out, which is communicating back and forth with a bus, Genius bus controller. That part is IC660BBD110, and it's connected to an IC693CHS397 5-slot rack, being powered by an IC693 PWR330 power supply, and controlled by an IC693 CPU 374 processor. And I'm using Prophecy Machine Edition. What I've done in the Prophecy Machine Edition is made sure that my configuration in the BEM is the same as what's represented on the Genius block. So the reason that I have an I/O enabled light on, LED on right now, is because that information has been stored to match what's in Prophecy. And I'm going to show you how I did that using the IC660HHM501 handheld monitor. I'm going to go to F3, configuration, F1, program block ID, F2 for block number, and I always use number 1 for my tests, just to keep it simple, and F3 for enter. Okay, and that's how I did that. So the next thing I want to show you is go back to home, configuration, F3, F2 for configure block, and I have everything. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. I'm just going to show you that I have everything set to factory standard settings. Now for your test purpose, you may not want to change any of your settings. I recommend that you actually don't if this is a Genius block that you have working in the field. And another thing I want to show you here is I have the configuration protection disabled just so I can make changes if I need to. However, again, if you have settings that you need to keep, I would leave this enabled so nothing changes. Okay? I'm going to go back to home, and then F2 and F1 to monitor block. F2 is analyze, F1 is monitor block. And I want to touch the lead probe to all of these, and I want to make sure that these zeros turn to ones. This is a simple way to put it. What I've done here is I've got 115 volt AC going to the hot, and the neutral from that going to the terminals 31 and 32. I've put a piece of electrical tape over terminals 31 and 32. This way I don't inadvertently touch the hot lead to the neutral. You don't want to do that. And as part of my test fixture, I also have in terminal 13 a lead coming off. This is a hot probe. This has live power going to it. So if you do have this set up the way that I'm showing you, please exercise caution, because this probe is hot. It's got 115 volts, and if you touch it or touch it to yourself, it will shock you. So just please keep that in mind. And then I'm going to be touching terminals 15 through 30 to turn on each input. Then we're going to read that here in the handheld monitor. So as I'm touching these, you'll see the zeros change to ones. I go through them pretty quickly. And for user interface, there's also LEDs I'll show you in just a second that corresponds with the touching of these probes to each channel. Although you don't want to just go by the lights, because just if the light's coming on, that doesn't necessarily mean that the information is being carried over to the bus controller the way it's supposed to for the program. So don't go by the lights. Please use the handheld monitor to get an accurate reading, but the lights should also come on. That is a feature of the product. So if you power up your Genius block and you don't get any lights on, or if you're using the handheld monitor and the monitor is unable to store the program information, program ID information that you saw me do earlier, and it leaves it as just what we see as question marks, or of course if any of your channels are not working, these are things that we see that are problems with the Genius block occasionally and that we do repair. We offer new and remanufactured products, same-day shipping. So if that's something that interests you or that you need, please see us at pdfsupply.com. Thank you.